You wanted to steal. Now's your time.
He stole from the rich and gave to the poor.
What else you got?
So just to start, I mean, were you have you been a fan of Robin Hood the character? Were you one of those kids who kind of envisioned himself as that character?
I probably was, yeah. I definitely was. You know, one of my earliest sort of cinema-going memories is going to see Prince of Thieves, and like I really remember that night very clearly, and I remember Bryan Adams.
Oh yeah,
very clearly. He was at #1 in the UK and Ireland for like 18 weeks or some insane thing like that. And you know, I grew up with the Disney Robin Hood as well, and looking at my kids now watch that one, and so yeah, he's definitely been a sort of part of my sort of in my DNA, I guess.
This is obviously quite a different version of Robin Hood,
Yeah.
and a different version of Will than we've seen before. What would you say was sort of appealing about the character for you?
Well, I think that it was different, you know, that we're not just trying to serve up something similar to what we've given audiences before. You know, there's no point in making it unless it's different and feels fresh. And I liked the idea of playing a character who is inherently good and is driven to, you know, maybe not be so good in other areas by circumstances sort of beyond his control, you know, but he's inherently good and he's trying to do good for the people, and I found that quite appealing, you know, and the whole love triangle with Robin and Marion, obviously it was I felt there was something that was very cool to explore as well. So you know, there's a risk, I think, with taking on a story that's been told before, but I think we all had confidence in Otto and that we were gonna offer up something, that people hadn't seen before.
You and Will and Robin have a lot of tension between them, obviously. Can you talk a little bit about working with Taron and kind of building that atmosphere of like distrust and?
Yeah, I mean, Taron and I love each other, so it's fun doing that, you know, when you're someone who's a mate. Getting to play with that angst and that anger is always fun if there's, you know, genuine respect and love behind it, you know, I think. No, we had a lot of fun with that, and actually built that up a little bit more than when we started. I think we managed to get another scene written in that sort of added to that, you know. I mean, I thought he was just working so much harder than everyone else. So I mean, there's so much asked of him. Obviously, you know, often I'd come in and do like 2-day weeks, and I'd fly back to my family. You know, and Taron's there just slogging it every day, you know. But
obviously, we can't spoil much about what happens in the end with any of these characters, but I'm sure Will would be an interesting character to revisit for you. I mean, is that something you look forward to doing potentially? Yeah,
hopefully. You know, we need people to go and see the film on Thanksgiving and beyond, obviously. But that was definitely something we've talked about, you know, when we all got into it. So yeah, I'd love to, and obviously, without giving away too much, there's a huge transformation in Will's character from the start of the film to the end, and it would be very fun to explore how that continues. You know, definitely very fun.
This is
Suicide.
the danger's what makes it fun.
Can't you see? You inspire the people.
This is our crusade!
There are too many of them. What, for you and me? There's not enough.
£1,000 for the man who brings me on!
This is not gonna end well.